Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News and welcome to 2022. It's been a cracking 2021 for Valorant. This year is probably going to be even better, hopefully for this channel as well. Really appreciate all your support for these last several months. Let's keep on cracking into the new year. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do to help this channel reach to new people. And please do subscribe as well if you have not yet already. So yes, welcome to the new year. As dapr says right here, my use resolution is 1920 by, people say this every single time, but who really knows what's going to go on with some of these players going forwards. This also just kind of welcome to 2022 from Barber over at Guild Esports. They're of course looking to make some changes to their roster that we saw a little bit recently, but he's going to get re-signed for another year as the coach of this lineup. So a few Rostermania things to discuss first of all, before we get into some of the reaction to the new agent that was leaked last night, and where this agent might potentially sit in the meta going into the new season, because of course we know what Ye was talking about yesterday. The new agent comes through, Chamber is certainly there or thereabouts as well. Some reworks we imagine are going to happen at the start of this year as well. That means that this kind of open qualifier at the end of this month is, well, it's going to have some serious implications for how these teams going forward, especially in the North American side and in the, of course, the rest of the regions as well. And well, therefore, the teams are going to have to adapt very quickly to some of these changes that will be coming into the game very soon indeed. This also from Exet, they confirm Cryocells joining their lineup. This honestly is a pretty damn good move. Seems like Cryocells really was one of these guys, seemed like potentially next up in the scene, and well, Exet decided to pull the trigger and get this guy on the lineup. So exciting stuff, no doubt. Of course, was rumored a few days ago, but these guys having a difficult time at the NALCQ, they will find themselves now with potentially a scarier lineup going into the new season. This also from Jakob FRS. They well, basically confirming, or at least sources are now suggesting, as they were a few days ago, but maybe just some more solid sources, the cNed had already extended his contract with the SEND, right? Because there already was some talk, is he going to extend his contract with the SEND? Is he going to go to 100 Thieves? We kind of thought that he was potentially on his way out, then we were thinking, okay, he's going to be back there, and then there was even some more bait that he might potentially be leaving, and then we're back again. So I think that there's probably no denial at this point that he is going to extend his contract and going to stay on a SEND, but still, anything could still potentially happen, given 100 Thieves, as we looked at yesterday, don't even seem to have a fifth nailed down right now in terms of targets they might want to go for. Not all that long to get things figured out before the season does once again begin. But yeah, Ascend, understandably, as the world champions, probably going to stay together. This also, I'm not sure how to pronounce. I think it should be pronounced Take, but I don't really know. You guys, I'm sure, know much better, because my pronunciation is not the best at this type of stuff. And I really can't figure out how you're meant to say this, because takeage just sounds completely wrong. But, there's probably some way to do it. But anyway, the Zeta division transferred the player possibly known as Take to Reject, right, on January the 1st, 2022. So, bit of a surprise from some people, but well, they're looking to make some changes going into the new year as well. Very talented player, most certainly. Some of the highlight reels are very spectacular, and of course, well, pretty big news in that region, no doubt. This also from a proto from the LG side, as many already know. I'm on the bench and looking for a team for 2022, so officially a proto on the bench from LG. They're of course making a fair few changes as well. One of these rosters that well, is looking to get there in the North American side. So many organizations, so many teams, so many lineups, and well, kind of what Ye talked about yesterday. Only 12 of them, I guess, are going to get through to the challenger side to fight for their spot in Masters. It's going to be really interesting to see how that goes as time progresses, especially with all these changes seemingly coming to the game as well at a similar time. But a proto officially on the bench of LG, looking for a new opportunity. Yesterday we talked about Odorous, right, potentially signing a new contract. Seems like Andbox is the team that is going to be picking him up alongside Leah and Yona. So yeah, as Purist says right here, Andbox will round out their roster with the additions of these players. Just to show you guys the full roster, we've got Vice, Mame, Odorous, Leah and Yona, with Warden and Gog as the coach and assistant coach respectively right now. So that's the new roster going into the new year. Pretty exciting stuff. Is it going to be enough to tear up that top region? I'm sure there's going to be some upsets. Some top teams we think are going to be good turn out not to be good. Some teams that might make a real run going into the new year, right? But interesting to see Andbox create a pretty much complete rebuild. And the Guard is another one of these rosters that really tried to come in as of recently, owned by the kind of the Cronky Sports and Entertainment Group that is trying to make an impact into Valorant. Now, incredibly enough, ShahZaM was a player they signed pretty much right when this team initially formed, and now he's getting kicked from the team already. So quite remarkable. The rest of the team, as I'm sure, well, I'll just share for you guys real quick. Right now, they've got Net, Valin, Yona, and Saya player, of course, they signed relatively recently, but ShahZaM was on this team and has, well, now been apparently removed already after basically a month or so of being on the lineup. So kind of strange, not sure why they've decided to do this, but, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something going on there with Rostermania where he's going to line up, but it's not easy for some of these guys trying to get picked up elsewhere if they get dropped, relatively relatively soon before the season actually begins. So crazy stuff, frankly, but still really interesting to see these teams being very cutthroat indeed. This also from George Geddes I thought was kind of funny. We're actually going to get a whole new year before Corey and Rossi are announced by TSM. So that was apparently the roster. Leviathan, of course, as you can see in the replies. Also, well, Wardell and Sabrosa on the team. But yeah, these two guys apparently it's going to be the lineup for TSM, which well, they reckon is going to take them to the next level once again for this year. This is also from FNS, right? And well, some in the replies also, there was just some talk. What does this even mean? Like, you know, maybe he's just completely baiting. But well, it's just I thought I'd mention it anyway because I like to see tweets like this and think, okay, is something going on behind the scenes with Envy? You'd argue maybe not. Might just be playing around, but maybe there is something going on there that, of course, we might find out over the coming days. So, last night, earlier than expected, the new agent that was codenamed Sprinter was effectively revealed. Now, the name is Neon, which is kind of interesting, right? Because it's meant to be kind of a Philippine agent, which maybe isn't, well, quite the name you might expect, but still pretty interesting regardless. Kind of goes with the theme of some of the other more recent names that we have had as these Valorant agents. But it was revealed by Amazon Prime Gaming, right? So this, as you can see right here, this is the screenshot that the image was placed in the background. I'm pretty sure this wasn't necessarily the highest quality one, but then Riot basically said, okay, well, it's been leaked. I think they were going to do it anyway in a week or two, but because it got leaked, they thought, okay, let's just reveal it effectively. And well, they come out with this. So, you know, codename Sprinter, this is what came out. Amazon accidentally leaked it, and then Riot came out themselves and said, yeah, okay, looked like some of you guys might even be faster than our next agent. Here's an uncropped version to share. See you guys next week. So I'll bring this up on the big screen so you guys can enjoy it. Pretty cool image. I mean, in the background, you've got Brimstone, you've got Sage. Up here, you've got Chamber, and then this is Killjoy, and Killjoy's kind of like a, well, robot type thing, like at the turret thing, right? So we've got Neon right here in the foreground, and it's very clear this agent has, well, certainly some speed on her side, right? As we've known for quite some time at this point. Some people were saying, like, Tracer vibes to some degree from Overwatch, and I mean, there's also, like, well, as you can see right here, like, basically it just looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. So, I mean, yeah, definitely there's some pace here. Now, effectively, what is kind of interesting about this, a stream says some of the reaction to this new agent looks incredible, and very interesting, really, because we know that Jett is very strong. Jett has the highest pick rate out of any agent right now, I'm pretty sure, over every single map. Like, I think in the Major or the Champions, it was something like 85, 88%, and that most of the time Jett was getting picked, and understandably so. And people have been thinking, okay, do we nerf Jett? Are we gonna, well, nerf her to some degree, make her worse, like some of the changes that kind of came into the game and then got reversed quite a while ago now. And, well, instead what they've decided to do, maybe they'll nerf Jett anyway, but arguably what they've done is just bring in Jett 2, right? They've just released Jett 2 into the game with, well, a new, very fast-paced duelist type ability. Now, there's no real agent that can travel quicker for an extended period of time. That might be what Neon has on her side. Maybe she has some ability to, well, extend her speed. There's kind of like lightning thing going on as well, so I wonder what her ability shall be. But still, we might not have to wait too long to find out, but it seems like from a lot of people's perspective, could potentially be a Jett alternative for some players. Maybe on certain maps you use Jett, on certain maps you use Neon. Like, I guess we'll have to find out in due course. But, well, Scream seems to be happy about it. Most of the, well, players seem to be happy about it. But, of course, with new agents arriving all the time, that does, well, make the meta even more interesting as time develops and what compositions teams will decide to use going forward. But all very much intrigued to your thoughts on this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit in a like button. Tells the YouTube gods this is a good video. I just like you should see it as well. And I'll grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.